Alright, welcome back to another trade recap on a no news Monday. Oh, on a no news Monday. um, and as you can see, I'm up $13.80, which means a break even day, which is not bad. And yeah, I'll get into it. Let me make sure my mic's on. Alright, good. Alright, so I said my bias was big in the week opening gap, but overall order flow is very bullish. So unless I get very bearish signs, I'm going to stay bullish. Which, yeah. Right now, okay, so let me just get right into it. Okay, so my first trade, I'll turn on executions. So trade executions, save. Okay. My first trade was right here. As you see, plus 5 wow. Plus 5 minus 5. We had this insane pump. Just an absolute boom. Think tariffs or something. I know it's tariffs. So tariffs, and then we had this. It wasn't a 4-hour gap at this moment. We had this 1-hour gap. We had and a 15-minute gap. And off open, price absolutely dumped down. Just straight boom. All the way down to here. Hit the gap, which is a 15-minute gap. Which I really didn't want to take a 1-minute setup just because. Is there a 5-minute setup forming? It'd have to be up there. Yeah. So I didn't want to take a 1-minute setup because it was also a 1-hour gap and it was just a big gap, but a very, very good 1-minute setup form. So I took it very cautiously though. I'll show you. So look at this right here. Came down into the gap, came up, internal manipulation, SMT right here as you can see. Then a CISD right there. I entered right as this candle closed. As you can see, entered at 797.5. 797.5. And I went break even at this 5-minute gap just because I wasn't too confident at it just fully breaking. So this was kind of just like I liked it at least to the 5-minute gap, and if it pushed higher, it pushed higher. So it pushed into the 5-minute gap. I went break even, and this was my first take profit, which almost got hit, which was just this 1-minute gap at 1.5R, which I liked. And if it got hit, I would have took like most off, but it didn't get hit, so it went down and stopped me up at break even, and that is completely fine. My second trade was right here. We have a little SMT. ES poked into this 15-minute gap right here. So ES poked up and poked in. And then I actually didn't take this trade. So it was delivering from a 15-minute gap like this one, which I really liked. And then I went down to the 1-minute, but the CISD wasn't until down here because we never made a new high. So I had it kind of marked out. I didn't like it. And then it came and put in this new high, so I would have liked it to like here, maybe here. I don't know. I probably would have gone at the wicks. Targeting there, so like a 1-to-1 and maybe even deeper. But when this candle came down, it pushed past, so it would have been, a bad RR, which this could have been my break-even point. But when it pushed past, I set a limit order right here, and it just never filled my limit order. Yeah, and then it pushed down, so I didn't take it. And this is where I had to get off the charts because I have to go to a haircut soon. So I got off the charts right here when it pushed down into the gap. And there was a good setup, unfortunately, because this is a 15-minute gap, right? So price pushes back down into the 15-minute gap, down towards CE of the 15-minute gap, like right here. So it pushes all the way down almost to CE. This would be the CISD right here. That would be the CISD. This candle would come in, cause the CISD right here. I'd probably go stops here. Let's do it on both. So CISD right here. No, I like it too better. That's too close. Alright, so CISD right there, stops right there. I would go break even. Oof. I don't know if I would have taken this trade, honestly. Maybe I would have gone break even like right here. I don't know. This is kind of a hypothetical because there's this big 5-minute gap. I don't know if I would have been confident enough in it because of the fact it's a 1-hour gap, so we'd have to wait for a 5-minute CISD. Let me see some things. 15-minute hourly. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing right now. Yeah. All right, so I'm probably gonna call it for a day. This was like the only potential setup right there, but obviously I missed it, which I guess it would have played out if I. Let me see how much R would have. Where is the 1 minute? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for today. Break even Monday. Let's go to the performance stats. That's total on the account. All right. So last week I went. So this is break even. This was one trade. This was two trades. So I went 2 L's, 1 win for a total loss of $179. This week I have one break even. So I have 4 more days to let's see what the news are. CPI is fine. Nothing on Wednesday. What am I doing, bro? Nothing on Wednesday. Thursday might be a little bit of a problem. This is all before market opens, though. And then Friday. Good. All right, so it's a good week. So there's really nothing I should be losing on. So, yeah. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. And, yeah, see ya.